Hello and welcome to Pickering Reed Relays here at Electronica. Delighted to be joined by Graham Dale, who's the Director of R&D. Yeah. So, first of all, Graham, I mean, Pickering's been around for a long time, and I believe you've been with the company for a long time too. So,
43 years I've been with the company. The company was founded in 1968, so we're pretty long established, yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Graham, we're going to talk about a number of new reed relays we've got here, but the first one is on your Series 115. This used to be a single pole device, but it's now a dual pole. Right. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Right, okay. Well, all these types here, the 115, the 116 and the 117, they've been around for a year or so as a single pole device, and two pole devices for the 117 and the 116, and we've just introduced this two pole version of the 115. It's a board area of 3.7 by 3.9 millimeters only for a two-pole device, and it's rated at 1 amp switching at up to 20 watts, so it's a pretty useful device. Yeah. Packing density for a two-pole relay is pretty good.
It's incredibly small, and you can actually see an example of some of the packing density over here on this display.
Yeah, well, this is an example of the sort of things you can get with our rears. This is a PXI module manufactured by our sister company, Pickering Interfaces. It uses our Series 117, the single pole 117, and the Series 111. And when the whole thing folds up, you can see these higher ones there sit into there where the drivers are. And there's 530 relays on a single, simple 3U PXI card. That's a pretty impressive density, yeah.
So you got to say that, but that is an incredible density. So you don't have any issues with crosstalk or thermal issues or anything like that?
Thermal issues, well, in a matrix you've not normally got so many on at a time, so the overall heating effect isn't all that great. But for crosstalk, they're all magnetically screened. They've got a new metal magnetic screen inside them, so there's no magnetic interaction problems between them, with one affecting the adjacent one.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. So we've also want to take a quick look today at some of the high voltage devices that you've got. So can we take a walk across and look at them?
Okay. We've got a new range here of high voltage parts. These are very small single in 9 relays. This is the same package and same pin out as our established Series 109. This is a 119, and this package here is 1 kilovolt. We've got a slightly different pin out here at 2 kilovolts and a slightly longer package to get the increased pin spacing for 3 kV. That's a very, very small relay for 3 kV indeed. Yeah. If you move up in voltage, we've got the Series 67 and 68. There are two versions. The Series 67 is a PC board mounted relay, and the Series 68 has got PC board pins for the coil and long flying leads for the EHT to keep them away from the PC board.
Right. So these leads would take them outside of the board.
They would normally be, a couple hundred millimeters long to take them off to wherever the high voltage needs to go to keep the high voltage away from the lower voltage PCB.
Okay. And then you've got some further up to 15 kV.
15, yeah, that's slightly large, but up to 15 kV, yeah. Yeah. But this is a slightly unusual package style. If you can see, they're thinner at the end, so that if you're building a multiplex, for example, you can actually interleave them, the fingers together, to get a higher packing density, which is slightly unusual. And they're smaller because we use formless coil rather than a bobbin, which saves a bit of space. They've got internal mu metal screening and a soft encapsulation to protect the switch.
Excellent, excellent. So what other challenges are you facing in this part of the industry, and what's coming next?
Our biggest challenge is to make them smaller, because particularly for high density ATE, a big part of the cost of switching systems, of course, is the racking, the boards and the front panels and whatever. The smaller you can get the relays, the more you can get into that space, and that's where we try to do well, and we have done well. And the biggest catalyst for us for product ideas is our sister company, Pickering Interfaces, because they need that density. So as I said earlier, watch this space.
Right, okay.
So
it sounds like you've got a good relationship with your sister company, Pickering Interfaces.
Indeed. We feed from each other. We've been around for a long time making relays, so it seemed a natural progression to make equipment using relays with the value addition of the software and the drivers and all the other stuff. So we complement each other very much.
Right. But you are selling these devices to other third parties as well?
Yes, absolutely, yeah, and see it certainly, yeah. The more the merrier.
Right. Well, it's great to see the progression you've made, and I'm really impressed with the packing density you've got over there, and the power of these smaller relays. But thank you for joining us today, Graham.
Thank you, Trevor.